everybody, my name is FlareBlitzed here, and we have got ourselves a lovely little treat here. We have returned back to the demo of Aria's story. This is going to be more of a aesthetical look to it, because there's going to be two differences with this video. Number one, this is the 2.0 version of the demo, which has been recently released on Tumblr a few hours ago or something now, I believe. And number two, I have the lack of a Christmas hat, so all fun times ahead of us. So let us open this wonderful book. So let's see what sort of aesthetical features there have been changes to for the game, but I forgot to read them all, so it's going to be a bit of a shoot in the dark for me, really. I've just finished reading the book. What did you think? I really loved it. Your books are definitely my favourite. Oh, is that so? I'm very delighted to hear that. But one day you should be writing a happy ending. Yep, happy endings aren't my speciality. Do you remember this is a horror game? How do you know if you haven't tried? Is it that startled look that Aria gives off in the main menu? I'll help you write a happy ending. Aria, thank you, but you suck at writing stories. Oh, that's so rude. Oh, it's getting late, I should get going. You're right, you should get home before it gets too dark. See ya tomorrow. See ya. So, who is Aria talking to? Is that a friend? I do remember... ooh, this looks beautiful. I'm finally here. I love the tranquil atmosphere the library gives off. It's far from the town, but it's worth it. What book should I read today? I've already read most of these books, so I come here every day. Let me just be right back, folks, so I can just get all of the improvements on my other screen, so I can see what it is that I'm dealing with. So, be right back in a second, folks. What I've done instead, folks, instead of actually put it on a second screen, is just placed all the notes that the developers put onto the 2.0 demo into just a little sticky note, so I can just read it from here. So basically, we've got improved the maps, new portraits for Narrator and Aria, improved sound effects. That's actually one thing I did discover, was that the sound effects sound a bit crispier and nicer, let's say. It wasn't like the previous demo, it didn't have nice sound effects. It was very nice, but this is a little nicer, as you could say. Added narrator's music theme, added a new NPC. That was a winner of a giveaway of sorts. Changed and added some minor things. That's not very descriptive. Controls, examine space, enter Z, cancel, menu, etc. Yeah, okay. How to use objects. Some items are used automatically, others must be selected from the menu. How to save. Use blue feather to save. Oh, we can run this time. I believe, were we able to run this time? And the last note says fix some errors. I didn't really discover any errors within the last game, or the last demo, but I might have not been cryptic enough in my Let's Play to search through every single tile of the game to find something. But let's go and search through forth and see where we can go from here. There are various books for children. This is a book with a nutcracker and a mouse on the cover. The nutcracker and the mouth king. I'm not hugely in tune with... Ah, this is the blue feather. No. Oh, this looks so pretty. So this is kind of like a representation of what the final game will look like. But of course this is a demo, so we won't see a lot of it until the full game comes out. But it's only just about halfway through its development stage, I believe. 53%. Oh, hey Aria, I'm looking for a book about Japanese mythology. If I remember correctly, there should be some books about that on the floor above us. Oh yes, of course, new expressions. New expressions? Oh yeah, new portraits. Looking Japanese mythology, but I can't find one. If I remember correctly, there should be some books about that on the floor above us. Thank you so much, Aria. Aria is full of knowledge on the library. I had something in my head I was about to say, but it's just suddenly come out of it now. Those who are lost in the forest will encounter a monster who will rip out one's intestines, play with them, and when finished will throw... Oh. Have you been reading a horror book again? I don't think they're very appropriate for your age. This kid knows a lot of cool things. Yeah, he knows about horror stories. Books allow me to travel to different places and discover new worlds. Isn't it wonderful? It is very wonderful. Books have lots of alternate dimensions. There are various horror books. Economies of mathematics. Oh yeah, noob. Oh yeah, I think beforehand she just had that smile. So they have like happy or sad, I believe, in the previous demo, but this one there's many more expressions. Probably these are the only books that I wouldn't like to read. Maybe you should read them, as you probably look through every single other book. We're not going to talk to the librarian just yet, because we know that processes the story forward. This is a small but very well kept library. I enjoy being surrounded by nature. Oh yeah, there's one very unique thing about this library. I would like to learn a new language one day. I only know how to speak English and French. Trust me, Aria, I only know how to speak English. One day I would love to be able to speak Japanese. Good afternoon, Maria. May I help you with something? Could you recommend me a book? I don't know what to read. Let me think. Yesterday a new set of books came in and I put them in a bookshelf near a large tree. You may find something interesting if you take a look. Thank you very much, Mr. Librarian. It wasn't this game, it was a game called Libretto, I believe it was, and literally the librarian was, like, I think she was just constantly wallowing at Libra because she like discovers every single book within the library, reads them all, and then the librarian is just bored of Libra, keep visiting the library, and eventually just keeps falling asleep all the time. This seems like a bookshelf that Mr. Librarian referred to. There's no books I've never seen before. Which one should I read? Oh, how strange! This book doesn't have a title. Oh, I should have looked at everything else first. It's decided. I'll read this book. I'll go sit down in my favourite place to read it. I wanted to see everything else first. I don't remember that. Okay. Suddenly I feel so strange. This book has sent Aria to another world. A world. Little expression changes. Very minute, but they're very good. Oh, she's startled now. Everything is dark. Don't tell me I fell asleep while reading. I should get back home. Mum would definitely be angry at me coming home late. I don't think Mum will be angry at you because you won't be able to escape for the time being. Your course of actions will not have been set just yet. Halfway though. Now isn't the time to... Oh yes, I think she had a generic face last time around. But this is kind of more of a, now isn't the time to read. Oh, this game is so adorable. Games like this really make me happy because the developers must spend a huge amount of time going through every cranny of the game to make sure that everything works as how it should. And now this is just, it just makes me have a smile on my face. There's no one here. Maybe they all went home already. Nobody has the decency to wake me up. Tomorrow they'll hear me out. But the library at night is pretty creepy. Just like everything else at night is pretty creepy. So what we're going to be doing is saving again. And I believe that This little avenue here will soon be non-accessible. More of a ambush, jump scare, blood scene, death slash type environment. I want to read. Maybe reading another book will help me go back to the world that I was once in. Where's the narrator as well? Oh yeah, the narrator's right at the end of the demo, isn't she? It's been a few months since I last played this game, so it's kind of a bit of a discovery for me again. There are various books on the floor. How dare they? There's books on the floor. I'm kind of surprised that the developers have not put up the bolder versions of their character portraits. I believe the community much prefer the more brighter palette-like colours on the game, but for me personally, an RPG Maker horror game, or a horror game in general, shouldn't have huge, bright colours that is meant to represent a children's book. Now, I know that we are always playing as a, like, let's say, age bracket of, let's say, a 10 to a 12-year-old female as the protagonist of the game. But in every sort of these games, or most of them, the horror really comes out as more effective if the colours used are bolder. Oh yeah, I've already keep saying this. Has it supposed to always been like this? I think it was a lot cuter than before. Oh no, it's locked. Maybe the librarian locked it when he left. Maybe he kept the keys someplace else. Or maybe not. Oh yeah, it's at a desk, wasn't it? Because there's a little glowy thing. I'm trying to think if that was there before, actually. A few things have changed since our last time here. Since our last travels, we are unable to identify these sort of things because the universe of Aria's story didn't have these aesthetical circumstances. I am reporting to my lovely recording device for my future travels, and hopefully one day, when I travel through the RPG Maker horror universe, that I may come across this little universe and save Aria from her tormentful fate. There's something underneath the table. Obtained a library key. Great! Now I can leave. Aw, she's so cute. Oh, she's just so adorable. Oh, hello. The poster has changed. No, it must be my imagination. Yes. The key doesn't fit. Then where does this key go? There aren't any other doors. I'll have to find another way out. Hi. What was their sound? The sound of some... Oh wait, I think I remember where the sound came from. Now is it time to read? We'll skim through this room because I think I remember that when you re-enter this room, when you try and come back in it again, a little fairy monster will come out and kill us. Which is what we're going to do for the purpose of this aesthetical, more or less, video. So we come back in here, and... But where did that sound come from? Oh wait, that note. Play with me, Aria. I don't want to play. I want to find my own way out. Ah, that bookshelf. That bookshelf to the bottom right. I believe it's oh, there we go, it's movable. It seems like there's something hidden behind the bookshelf. Shall I move it? Move it. Wow, she's pretty strong to move that huge bookshelf. How weird. The bookshelf doesn't weigh much despite being full of books. Oh, right. Look at that. She's so happy that little portrait has got sparkles around her. Excellent. Excellent. It must just be my imagination. Really now. Play with me. Wasn't there a rabbit in here actually beforehand? Have I removed it? Have I removed that jump scare? I am startled. I remembered being death-defied. Oh wait, maybe I need to... Yeah, use it here. Door's been unlocked. Now we're going to just save again because we can. There we go. Easy. Ooh, this is a lot darker than before. It was quite bright beforehand, but now the door is closed. Is there someone behind that door? Can you open the door? I fell asleep reading a book and now the library's closed. Of course. But I can only open it if you say the password. The password? I don't know any password. How unfortunate. Only those who know the password are worthy of going through. Not everyone is worthy of going through this door. Come back once you know the password. It looks like there's someone broke the glass and then took whatever was inside. Okay, so we're not going to be able to find anything here, sorry. I'm not going to be able to find anything here. So our next step is to look through the vicinity of the library to see if there's anything else. I don't want to play. I have other important tasks to attend to, like my survival. My wonderful survival. We have got to get ourselves out of this library. 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 Lots of games have a library setting, but that doesn't mean to say that they're bad. Libraries are always a very nice place too. Oh, something's got to change. Oh, play. Ah, aha. Play. That might indicate the password. Maybe the password is play, but we still don't know, so we're gonna keep looking through all of these to see if we have any minute changes. This book. I will cease to exist once you say my name. I will cease to exist once you say my name. But what is your name? What is your name? A bush decorated with stars. Good. Yeah, that was the bunny. I will cease to exist once you say my name. And what is your name for that fact? We don't know, but we're going to try this out. A lovely game over screen. I wanted that to happen. Whee! Okay, now that that lovely little jump scare is done and out of the way. Okay. You are very stubborn, but I'm not complaining. It would be quite a boring story if it ended right here before I had started, would it not? Do you believe you are prepared to pass through this door? Tell me, what is the password? That is correct. I knew it. Silence is the most beautiful sound in the library, and when you pronounce this word, it loses its meaning. No, so I'm not going to do it, so not everyone is capable of understanding it, but I see that you are prepared to continue. Though I already knew it from the beginning. After all, this door was created especially for you. Go ahead, Aria. I've been waiting for you. I will save first before anything else happens. Good. We have done that. Now we shall proceed through to the door. And through the door. Ooh, look at this. This wasn't here before. There was this narrow corridor, but there wasn't all this lighting around. Where am I? It looks like this place is floating in the middle of nowhere. And where is the person that was behind the door? Tell me, where are you, narrator? There are many comedy books on the bookshelf. There are many comedy books on the bookshelf. Tragedy books. Tragedy books. Adventure books. Adventure books. Excuse me for that. I had a pizza not too long ago, and it's still trying to get down my throat. There are many horror books on the bookshelf. Any horror books? Oh, I know this book. Romeo and Juliet. This shouldn't be here because it's a tragedy book. Oh, wow, the music. That's so revitalizing for my ears. That's really nice. Oh, that's what I love about these projects. Items. Place Romeo and Juliet. Yes. Now it's in the right bookshelf. A million thanks, miss. I felt out of place in that bookshelf. Ha 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 ha. The book talks. Huh? The book spoke? Is there something wrong, miss? Well, usually books can't speak, but more importantly, do you know where I am? Right now, you are in the hallway that connects the two libraries. In fact, you are the first human to go through this door. Is it possible that you are Aria, miss? Yes, that's my name. I see. Thanks to you, I have returned to my rightful place, and all the books are in harmony. Let us thank you. Romeo and Juliet is not a horror story, it is more of a tragedy story. Everything is ready, Miss Aria. Everything's ready? What do you mean? Ah, hello. We have created a stairway so that you may pass, but proceed with caution and try not to fall. Do not worry about stepping on us. We are much stronger than we look. Oh, thank you. Oh, that smile. Proceed with caution. I will be praying that you do not end up like the protagonist of my story. Alright, we can't fall over. The game does not allow us. The young girl with the rosy eyes was bewildered upon sight of the room she had entered. Huh? Surprised to hear a familiar voice. You're the girl that was behind the door. Aww. She identified the girl shrouded in mystery before her. You must be Aria. Pleased to meet you. My name is Narrator. It is my duty to narrate what happens to you. Narrate what happens to me? Why you need to do that? Because I'm a narrator. Is that not obvious? Oh, that's so adorable. The artwork is... oh... it's left me speechless. It's wonderful. The confused, rosy-eyed girl could not comprehend what was happening. Perhaps you could pass through this door. It may resolve your doubts for the time being. You are not obligated. You can stay here and find a way to return to your own world. What is it that a protagonist of a tale does? Do they advance or stay put? I'll advance? I see. In that case, I only ask one thing. A favour. A favour? Please, do not die so early. It would be quite a boring story if it had ended right before it had started. It looks so stunned. Go ahead. Okay. A cup of tea. A warm chair. Go ahead. And that is the demo of Aria's story. As I said, it is more of an aesthetical video over anything else, and I must say that the overall schematics of the game are wonderful to play. I haven't discovered any errors though, which is a little surprising, as well, when we go through demos like this one, we may find one or two very small things to point out, but this one hasn't, which is very nice. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I have, and who knows, we don't know what's going to happen in the future, but this game is one of my favourites in this genre. So, have a great day everyone, and we shall see each other on the next time of Aria's story, whether if it's the demo or the full game. Have a great day and take care of yourselves.